My goodness. Brianna Turner was on this team for I don't even know if it was 24 hours. Because I can't imagine why you would sign her. I understand she's supposed to be this great defensive player. But is it worth taking a flamethrower to your fan base and your locker room, by the way?
The Indiana Fever believed they were making a smart move by signing Brianna Turner, an experienced defender, a veteran leader, and a key piece to help guide Caitlin Clark and the team into the future. But in less than 24 hours, Turner managed to do the unthinkable. She went from a fresh signing to public enemy number one, turning the entire Fever fan base against her overnight.
So the Indiana Fever fans are furious with this signing. Absolutely furious with the fact the Fever have signed someone who appears to be a Caitlin Clark hater in Brianna.
Let's just say Turner didn't waste any time making an impression. Fortunately, it wasn't that warm welcome fans were hoping for. Instead of celebrating a shot-blocking powerhouse, Fever fans were busy digging up receipts. And what they uncovered? Pure hostility toward Indiana's new queen, Caitlin Clark.
A lot of the tweets and stuff do not look good. Do not look good from Bri Turner.
Old tweets resurfaced, and just like that, excitement turned into full-blown outrage. Fever fans thought they were getting a defensive anchor to support Clark only, to realize she had already taken shots off the court. The tweet in question, Turner mocking Iowa's celebration for their NCAA runner-up finish. You know, the same Iowa team led by Clark. Fresh off one of the greatest college basketball seasons in history.
Seriously, if you're going to dog out your fan base that you just came over to, and look, she's got a history of going after the Iowa Hawkeyes, talking shit about Caitlin Clark fans. It's baffling.
Respectfully, please. Fans saw right through it. That wasn't respect, it was shade. And in Indiana, you don't come for Caitlin Clark. Not if you want to wear that Fever jersey comfortably. She could have left it there, let it fade into the Twitter void. But no, it got worse. When fans called her out, expecting maybe a simple, "my bad," Turner doubled down. Instead of clarifying or backtracking, she basically told them to get lost, responding. Fever fans couldn't believe it. This wasn't some old harmless tweet from the past. This was Turner, in real time, looking at the same fan base that had been celebrating Clark's arrival and telling them, deal with it. It didn't take long for the backlash to hit like a tidal wave. Social media exploded. Fever fans demanded she be cut before she even stepped on the court. One furious supporter tweeted, asterisk, "We were excited about defense. Now we're defending Clark from our own player." Asterisk, others joked that Turner was speedrunning the How to Ruin Your Welcome challenge. And let's not forget, this isn't the first time. Turner has stirred controversy on social media. Remember when she blew up the incident with TMZ approaching Kennedy Carter? She made a way bigger deal out of it than necessary. But this is bigger than a few angry tweets. She's not just another player. She's the player. She's the reason Indiana is relevant again. The reason ticket sales are through the roof. The reason the Fever are getting national coverage. And Turner's first move is taking a cheap shot at the fans who are rallying behind her. Her defenders tried to spin it, saying it was just a joke or that fans were overreacting. But let's be real, this is the WNBA. Twitter doesn't forget. Nothing gets deleted. And Clark's supporters, they've seen this before. It's from Angel Reese's taunts to Dejanai Carrington's eye poke. They know when someone is coming for their star. It's not just about Clark either. Turner wasn't just anti-Clark, she was anti-Fever. When Kelsey Mitchell, Stephanie White, and others came out in support of Clark at the end of the season, Turner was on the other side, dismissing them. Do the Fever smooth things over and tell Turner to log off? Or do they let her keep tweeting her way into deeper trouble? Because right now, Turner doesn't look like a defensive upgrade. She looks like a PR disaster. And Clark's fan base, There, enough forgetful typed out, she took to Twitter saying we needed to platform the trolls. When someone pushed back, arguing that giving trolls attention is the worst thing you can do, that they're just internet. Agitators looking for a reaction, Turner doubled down. She insisted that no trolls should be called out. That it's everyone's responsibility to do so. Think about it. The WNBA is blowing up like never before. Caitlin Clark has reshaped the entire league, and the Fever are finally back under the national spotlight. This is their moment. The fans are energized. The media is watching. And the front office is gearing up to build around their generational superstar. So far, every off-season move made sense. Fans were excited. And then here comes Brianna Turner, stepping onto the scene like she's ready to help, only to start throwing shade at the exact player and fan base responsible for all this. Buzz. It's like she skipped the first page of the How to Join a New Team handbook. Do not insult the franchise star. This wasn't some random program throwing a celebration. This was Iowa's way of honoring the greatest team in its history. And yet, Turner's take was basically, asterisk, why are they doing this? Runners-up shouldn't celebrate. Let's be real, no one would be questioning it if it weren't. 4. Caitlin Clark. You just know that. But okay, mistakes happen, right? It's social media. Athletes slip up all the time. So what does Turner do next? Instead, she doubles down with a tweet so defiant it left jaw. I will not bend the knee or change my online advocacy efforts to appease others. While I anticipate receiving criticism, hostility, and invalidation. At this point, it's not just about a tweet, it's about the culture in the locker room. Is she trying to put out a fire, or is she adding fuel to it? Seriously, because at this point, it's starting to feel like a little bit of damage control. First press conference. First time in the locker room was this even asked before she was signed. Because it sure looks like Turner just told the Fever fan base, asterisk, I'm not here to win you over, deal with it. Now, maybe you're thinking, okay, she's just standing up for her beliefs. Asterisk, but here's the problem. Turner isn't just advocating for social issues, she's alienating. It's the very people who buy the tickets, the jerseys, and are ready to pack Gainbridge Fieldhouse to watch Caitlin Clark light it up. This isn't about politics, it's about basketball. And Turner just made it clear that winning over this fan base isn't exactly high on her list of priorities. That's the issue here. She may not be fully anti-Caitlin Clark. But let's be real. She's definitely in that group of players who have made it clear where they stand. And Fever fans, they're not having it. They're already calling for Turner to be cut. Before, she even suits up the excitement around her defensive skills. It's completely overshadowed. I will not bend the knee or change my online advocacy efforts to appease others. While I anticipate receiving criticism, hostility, and invalidation. At this point, it's not just about a tweet, it's about the culture in the locker room. Is she trying to put out a fire, or is she adding fuel to it? Seriously, because at this point, it's starting to feel like a little bit of damage control. First press conference. First time in the locker room was this even asked before she was signed. Because it sure looks like Turner just told the Fever fan base, asterisk, I'm not here to win you over, deal with it. Now, maybe you're thinking, okay, she's just standing up for her beliefs.